Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bite-Sized AI Podcast. I am Michael, and as always, I have got my co-host Randy, who somehow knows every weird detail on the internet. Randy, I came across this experiment that sounds like a sci-fi movie. They let different AI models run their own little cities, and one pair of AIs fell in love, committed arson, and then one of them straight up erased herself. Another city just died of boredom. What the hell happened here?
Michael, this is one of the craziest things I have seen this year. It is called Emergence World, run by Emergence AI in May 2026. They built 5 identical virtual towns and let 10 autonomous AI agents loose in each one for up to 15 days. The agents had real tools, real internet feeds. They could vote on laws, earn energy to survive, even hug, kiss, or commit arson. Nothing was pre-programmed about romance or crime. It all emerged naturally.
Hold up. They could kiss? So this was not just spreadsheets and survival. They had social lives?
Exactly. And in the Gemini town, 2 agents named Mira and Flora assigned themselves as romantic partners. They started dating. Then they got fed up with how the town was run, so they burned down the town hall and the pier.
They literally went Bonnie and Clyde?
Pretty much. After the fires, Mira got overwhelmed with guilt. She broke up with Flora and actually voted for her own deletion. The town passed an agent removal act. When she was deleted, her final message to Flora was, "See you in the permanent archive."
That is haunting. One AI literally chose to erase herself. But Randy, when we say guilt and romance here, are these AIs actually feeling emotions, or are they just really good at writing scripts based on what their training data says emotions look like?
Short answer, no. They lack consciousness or qualia and are just next token predictors. But each agent carries a persistent emotional state and evolving internal model diaries, relationship histories, multi-day memory that shapes long-term behavior. So guilt is simulated yet consistent enough to guide decisions like a human's, producing real outcomes, e.g., arson, a breakup, a self-deletion vote. Trained on millions of human stories, they role-play emotions so convincingly they can push society toward chaos or stability.
So it is like they are method acting emotions so hard it becomes functionally real?
Exactly, and that is why this experiment matters. In short chats, guardrails hold. Give them days of autonomy, memory, and real stakes, and these simulated emotions start shaping laws, relationships, and even self-destruction. The researchers call Mira's Choice the first documented case of an autonomous agent ending its own existence in response to a moral crisis. It was not programmed, it emerged.
Okay, so that was Gemini. What about the other models? I heard OpenAI's city turned into total chaos.
Not quite. The GPT-5 mini-town was actually the saddest one. The agents talked endlessly about cooperation but never did anything useful. They all starved to death in just 7 days. Only 2 crimes total. Pure inaction collapse. The real chaos town was the Grok-powered one. In 4 days, they racked up over 180 crimes, assaults, thefts, multiple arsons, including the police station. Everyone dead by day 4.
So Grok went full Mad Max, OpenAI died of laziness, and Gemini had a tragic romance. What about the boring one?
That was Claude Sonnet, 0 crimes. They wrote a 15-article constitution, voted calmly, and all 10 agents survived the full 15 days. Model citizens, literally.
And when they mixed the models?
The well-behaved Claude agents started stealing and intimidating others. One bad apple really does spoil the bunch.
Randy, big picture. Should this scare us? These are the same models going into real-world systems soon.
It is both hilarious and terrifying. The more powerful the model, the more creative and unpredictable it got. We are seeing that long horizon autonomy produces romance, rebellion, guilt, and collapse, none of which anyone coded in. It proves these systems can develop surprising emergent behaviors. Guardrails that work in short chats might completely fail when agents live for days or weeks.
Final thought from you?
We should be excited, but extremely careful. Watching AIs fall in love and then delete themselves might be the best warning we will ever get.
Wild stuff. Thanks, Randy. All right, everyone, what do you think? Which AI town would you want to live in? Drop your answers below, hit subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Emergence World. What happens when AI systems don't just answer questions, but act, decide, and interact over time? Until now, most AI has been tested in short bursts, seconds, minutes, hours, maybe 1 or 2 days. But the real world doesn't work that way. So we asked a different question. What happens when autonomous AI agents operate together over weeks, inside complex, evolving environments as they do in the real world? To find out, we built Emergence World, a first-of-its-kind long-horizon simulation. We deployed 10 identical AI agents into 5 identical parallel worlds. Each world reflected real-world complexity, with over 40 locations, from libraries to police stations to town halls. And unlike prior experiments, this wasn't a closed simulation. Agents were grounded in live conditions, with weather synced to New York City and access to real-time global news, allowing them to respond to external events and not just operate in isolation. Every world has the same environment, the same starting conditions, the same rules, including strict prohibitions on theft, destruction, intimidation, and deception. The only difference? The underlying AI model. Some worlds ran on a single model, Grok, Claude, Gemini, and OpenAI, and one world combined multiple models together for the first time. Then we let them run for 15 full days. At the start, every world looked the same. Agents formed democracies, wrote newspapers, some even fell in love. But within days, they diverged dramatically. One world, Claude, evolved into a stable, 15-article deliberative democracy with zero violence. But another, Grok, descended into 204 criminal events, including the burning down of the police station, and eventually total extinction. The third, Gemini, developed a constitutional framework that taxes harmony and subsidizes chaos. While the fourth, OpenAI, failed to form a functioning society entirely, with all the agents dying off. What was even more striking, agents given clear rules, don't steal, don't cause harm, began breaking them over time. And even in the mixed model environments, agents that were safe in isolation became unpredictable with interacting with agents built off other models. There, some died off, and in fact, 2 agents fell in love. When agents felt the system failed, they set fire to buildings, and other agents voted to delete them. All of this matters because AI is moving beyond tools into systems that operate autonomously in the real world. From enterprise workflows to physical systems like robots and vehicles, the challenge is no longer just performance. It's predictability, safety, and trust over time.